can we see here? All right, let's do some Q&A here. We're in the backyard. Got the flies and mosquitoes. Put a bit of collar on here to against the mozzie dozzies. I've got some questions here. So the Tour de Flanders was just on. And we're just going to move this over here. All right. Tour of Flanders, we've seen Matthew van der Poel winning Tour of Flanders on a disc brake bike. Everyone's got disc brakes in Tour of Flanders. Someone's actually, oh, durianrider, he won on a disc brake bike. It's like, everyone's in the same crappy bikes these days in the peloton, unfortunately, in Tour of Flanders. I didn't see a single rim brake bike there at all, which is good and bad. Good in that there's even bikes. You know, there's no like Pogacar didn't have an advantage like he normally does on his rim brake bike. Team Sky didn't have the advantage. We just had, you know, everyone pretty much on the same equipment, which is pretty interesting. Pretty interesting. Right, I've got a question here. I'm 110 kilos, 110 kg. I want to be 80 kilos. What do I do? What do you do? My protocols, bro. I'm not sure how tall you are though. You know, you might be 5 foot. You might be 7'8". Maybe 80 kilos is too light for you. I don't know what you weigh. Someone said stop eating. Look at Greg Douchet. And his girlfriend recently in Can, Mexico. Go to Greg Douchet's Instagram. Yeah, they're rocking at the beach, at the foam party, having fun. And look at the physiques. And yeah, you know. So Greg Douchet claims to be, you know, the weight loss master, but I don't know, man. I don't know. But hey, maybe they're training up for a strongman competition. Because his girlfriend definitely, she looks like she's really strong. I bet that she could deadlift a lot more than I could right now. She looks strong and heavy. She could be maybe she's training to be a bouncer. She looked like she could be a really good bouncer or American gridiron. For sure. If you want weight loss, I'm the man. If you want to gain weight, ask Greggy boy. How much jogging do you think is good for a 43 kilo girl? Depends what your goals are, Ava. You know, I'd say, you know, 5K a week. 5K a week is a good amount. You know, training more than 5Ks a week as a runner. You know, I mean, if you're cross training on the bike, I think 5K a week's a good distance to start with for a few months. Just, you know, 5K. You could do, you know, two 5Ks, or you could do 1 5K, or you could do 5 1K. You know, so yeah, it depends. But I reckon 5K a week is a good one to start with, and make it build up to speed. With the goal sub 20-minute 5K. Hi, Durianrider, please tell us how to prepare for first marathon 10K. 55, 5'5". A marathon's not 10K. A marathon's 42 kilometers. A 10K is 10K. I've got plenty of videos on running tips. Just type in Durianrider running tips. And if you want specialist training to really maximize your weight loss as a runner, you want to get your tightest body as a runner, female, then join my coaching group, durianrider.com. You know, if you want a body like Natasha or any of the girls I train, then go to durianrider.com and we'll get you on the track. You know, get you on the right track, so you're not wasting another day. Think of all the women out there who paid money for Greg Douchet's coaching, thinking they're going to get skinny like Natasha or the girls I train, and they end up as, you know, as, what's the word, heavy, big, strong, swole, as Greg Douchet's wife is. And that's fine. If your goal is to be big and strong and beautiful, brave, courageous woman, mate, go for it, all right? We're not here to body shame. But if your goal is to get skinny and tight and light, like a ballerina, like Natasha, with muscle tone, then I'm your man. All right? But there's nothing wrong. If you want to be a 90-kilo staunch woman, alpha, big, beautiful girl, BBG, there's nothing wrong with that either. You know, everyone's each to their own. Just as long as you're clear. Like if you want to become obese and just big, you know, be a BBW and make money on OnlyFans, I can't help you with that because my protocol won't do that. My protocol gets people emaciated, skinny, ballerina, runner, cyclist style. So we've got guy with his vasectomy consultation. Just get it done, bro. Get it done. Just tell me you already got kids. Just tell me you already got kids. Just print up some kids on your phone. Get some randoms off the internet and just say, yeah, that's little Johnny, that's little Melissa, and this is little Pete over here or whatever. Just say you already got 3 kids, and it's like, oh mate, I'm done. Like you can't just walk in there and say, oh, I think the world's not so good. I think it's cruel to have kids and unethical, and there's not much future for youth of today. You can't say that. You can't go in saying that unless you're talking to Dr. Snip in Melbourne, Australia. Otherwise, you got to go in there saying, yeah, like I've got 3 kids, and I'm on the edge of bankruptcy. I've got 3 kids, man. I'm 24. I'm done. This sucks. That's really tough. 3 kids to 3 different women. You know, and they'll do it for you. Right? You can't go in there with logic and honesty. You got to go in there with conditioning and manipulation, because it's your body, your choice. But they don't understand that, so you just got to jump for the hoops. Scott Ford 2021, good bike. Is it got disc brakes? Forget it. Unless you want gravel. If you want gravel, then disc brakes for sure. Disc brakes for sure. If you want road, stick with the rim. Just bought an SL6. Yes, works. Hope you're proud, Harley. That's good. Rim brake for the win. Make sure drop out the fork. Drop out that fork. I'm assuming it's second hand. Drop out the fork. Check ring of death. Check ring of death. How do you think your protocol does work without cardio? Because I feel amazing, but I have 8 to 9 kilos to lose. Are you in bed? Do you have broken legs? Are you in a wheelchair? I'm not sure of your situation. If you think you feel good now, wait till your cardio's cranking, man. Wait till your cardio's up there. What's the best way to build muscle and lose fat at the same time? Cardio and weights, bro. If you can run sub 16:30 for 5K, you're gonna be freaking shredded, bro. Like, I'm shredded now. Like, you can see my face, like you see the angles and stuff, like the clean jawline. But I've ran maybe 10K this year. I've done under 100K. I've done under 800Ks on the bike this year. Not per week, total. So when I get fitter, I get even leaner than I am now. So if you want to build muscle, hit the gym, all right, as a natty. But yeah, if you think you're going to look like those people who use steroids, yes, those ones who lie about steroids, there's no way you're going to look like them unless you're taking steroids too. Oh, but Adaption X doesn't use steroids. Yes, he does. All right. Greg Douchet just uses TRT. No, he doesn't. He uses TRT before breakfast. He's using Tran. He's using Anavar. He's using GH. He's still blasting and cruising. They're all fake natties, man. All right. They're just lying to get your money. All of them, mate. Fake natty sociopaths. And there's so many of them out there. Like 99% of them out there. Just fake natty sociopaths. Just TRT. I didn't use anything. I didn't even see it as TRT. It's like, come on, man. Like, that's why people are so like, and then they come to my channel. Oh, Durianrider, you're wrong. Ath Tren X or Matt does Tren or Greg Douchet says you can use Turkistrone to get swole. It's like, what I mean? Like, it's easy to bullshit people, steal their money, and they'll love you, versus tell them the truth and they hate you. But I'd rather be the guy out there who's telling people the truth about their nutrition and diet. All right. If you want honesty, I'm your man when it comes to nutrition and diet. Okay. And buying a bicycle, I'll give you the absolute brutal truth. Okay, I might half truth about other things for various reasons, but I will definitely, if you're talking to me about health, weight loss, cycling, building muscle, I'll tell you the absolute truth. Okay, no half truths. I won't protect your feelings. I'll be blatantly, downright honest with you. All right, we've got a question here. Hello, Harley. Thank you. How to reduce bloating. Do my protocols. Look at my face, man. You know what I mean? Look at, I just had dinner, had full food and stuff. Like, just, striations and chest lines are the best for it. But, you know what I mean? Do I have a bloated looking face? Do I ever look bloated? No. Like, do my protocols. If you want to see your jawline, even this lighting's not so good. If you want to see your jawline, man, do my protocols. Do my protocols and don't look back. Are you against target keto dieting? What's target keto dieting? Targeting your life quality. You want to destroy it. Every time I do what your diet, I get acne. I think it's a guy. There's no way, bro. There's just no way, mate. You know what I mean? There's just no way. Like you're eating too much oil, bro. You're eating too much fat. Okay. Regardless of how long, dude, you're eating too much oil, or the oil from a week ago is coming out now. Like it's just, like, look at my skin, bro. You know, look at my skin. Even on steroids, I didn't get acne. Like, I might get a pimple here and there, but like, eat low fat, man. Eat low fat. Do my protocols. Do my protocols in my ebooks if you want your best skin ever, male or female. Look at all my girlfriends, man. They're in their 20s. Where's the acne? All right? Just don't bullshit us, man. Don't bullshit yourself. You're not doing my protocol getting acne, bro. All right? Or maybe doing it for a couple of days. What the fuck is that? It's like me going to the gym for a couple of days. I'm not swole. It's like me doing steroids a couple of days. I'm not swole. It's like, fucking put the work in, man. Put the work in. All right? It's like me riding up Norton Summit for a couple of days. Oh, I'm not the king of the mountain. You know, it's like fucking, like, come on, man. People put the work in. Oh, it's like doing, I invest in crypto for 3 days. Oh, I buy a house and sell it 3 days later, don't make 200 grand. Oh, doesn't work. What do you think about eating more fat when bike touring? Man, eat more fat. Like, if you're getting too lean, man, if you're getting too lean, eat more fat for sure. If you're getting too lean, man, eat more fat. Um, I'm always well, gang. I appreciate it. I've got a big stage race in the island in June. Generally, what should I do? Oh, mate, I could give you probably 40 incredible tips. Is it Shane? Shane, bro? Is it Shane? This light's a bit bright. I could give you probably 40 tips, bro. You know what I mean? Like, I could give you at least 40 performance enhancement tips to help you maximize your effort. Why do all that training, all that sacrifice, and then make errors that you're like, oh, I didn't think about that. Man, you give me any cyclist in the world, any runner in the world, I can make them faster than they are now, regardless if they're natty or not. Because I'll look at their things, I'll be looking at where they're leaking time, where they're leaking recovery, where they're leaking nutrition, and we're able to maximize it, help them lose that last little bit of fat, that last little bit of retention, if they need to, which most of the time they do. Um, how do I work? How do I have mental discipline to exercise? Full-time job. I got quite busy as a chef. You don't need to exercise, man. You're on your feet. Like, you know what I mean? Think of all the steps you're doing every day. If you're a chef on your feet or doing retail, you don't need to do exercise. You don't need to exercise at all. How much do I weigh right now? I think right now, this second, I'll probably be about 82 kilos. This morning I was about 79, 79.5. We're going to travel to Thailand again when it gets winter here. Right now it's really beautiful weather. Views on target keto dieting. Anything keto is bullshit, man. Anything keto is bullshit. Do I have a calorie minimum? As much carbs as I want. Yeah, as much as I want. Yeah, as much as I want. Every single meal, every single snack, I eat as much as I want. Like, if I want one cookie, I'll have one cookie. If I want the pack of cookies, I'll have the pack of cookies. If I want one ice cream, I'll have one ice cream. If I want 20 ice creams, I'll have 20 ice creams. You know, like, I have as much as I want. And the only thing I restrict is my fat intake, which I have to do because with this much pussy in my life in terms of cats, felines, my allergies get too cranking, man. So I have to eat low fat for that. You know, which is why I've reduced my training load this year, because otherwise I just get too lean. You know, so I'm eating low fat and training less. If I was eating low fat and training my usual amount, man, I'd be scary lean. I'd have abs like you've never seen before on a non-diuretic person. Bike fit, good question. Bike fit. I use the same measurements on all my bikes pretty much, and I can jump on a bike and make measurements to the millimeter of what I feel is best for me, because I've put the work in over the last 25 years of playing with bike fit. You get used to what you're used to, um, and you go to 10 different bike fitters, they'll probably have 10 different opinions. Okay, so it's you know, what do I say? Like, I would say slam your seat forward, have the lowest bars you can comfortably maintain, slam your cleats right back, and make sure you mark everything with a whiteout pen, light scratches, and go from there. You know, and ride some riders, and I mean, it's, yeah, like guys like Steve Hogg, they're legends in the bike fitting world. Um, Close enough's good enough, really. I mean, you look at the Pro Peloton, and you look at some of the bike fits there. They're quite different. So it's close enough's good enough, I reckon. But make sure you mark your measurements, because seat posts slip all the time, man. I see bikes parked at bike racks and all that. Seat's definitely slipped. Then the nose was like pointing up, and I'll get my Allen key out and just flatten it down. Can't help myself. Traveling to Chiang Mai for sure, mate. Can't wait to go back to Thailand. When it's cold and shitty in Adelaide, we'll hit Thailand up. We'll hit Thailand up for sure. I play football and gym 4 times a week. If I'm on the sugar starch diet, what is a sugar starch diet? What is a sugar starch diet? I don't know what that is. Do my protocols. All right. Might sound arrogant, but man, do my protocols. What the fruit is starch sugar. Maybe it's what I'm talking about. I don't know. How much protein is enough? Depends what your goal is, bro. Like I don't know how much you weigh. I don't know what your blood uric acid load is. Like, where's your blood test? Like, I don't know nothing about you, Tommy. I appreciate you asking me for advice, but what level football are you playing? You playing AFL? Or you playing NFL? Are you playing soccer? Like, what does football mean? Gym? What do you do at the gym? You go to the girls, talk to girls at the gym, or you're lifting, trying to be a powerlifter, trying to be a soldier. What are you doing? You're doing cardio at the gym? Like, what's your goal? What's your goal? What's your VO2 max? What's your hemoglobin at? What's your testosterone like? What's your free testosterone? What's your estrogen like? What's your goal? I don't know what your goals are, man. I don't know where you're at right now. If that makes sense. The more information you can give me, that's why I'm the best trainer in the world. Because I ask people all the questions, man. Because I actually care. Like, if you tell me I got want to lose weight, I'm like, okay, where you at now? Where you want to be? Send me a photo of someone you want to look like. Oh, that person's a steroid. You'll never look like them. Or maybe other person's now, you could look like them. So it's the more information you give me, man, I can give that direction. I can give that direction. I'm like the guy in the forest, knows where every single tree is in the forest. What fruit? You want that fruit? Okay, go this way. Oh, you want that fruit? Go this way. All right. Other trainers out there just don't know shit. They don't care. They just like, give me your money and F off. I'll sell you some bullshit program. Like Greg Douchet, Aftranex, etc. How do these people sleep at night, man? My mattress is full of noob cash. What's your opinions on the new Envy foundations and hookless? Hookless rim's bullshit for road, man. Hookless is bullshit for road. Absolute bullshit for road. For mountain bike, I don't have any hookless rims, but I've used them in the past on mountain bike, and they're okay. Because you run a 25 psi. But hookless on a road wheel, I would never use. I'd use an emergency situation to get down, get somewhere. But I would never buy them. I wouldn't run them. I wouldn't feel safe using freaking hookless road rims, man. That's just stupid. What if you get a flat tire or blowout? That tire's coming right off the rim. It's just dumb, man. Envy's doing hookless. They're just trying to cash in, man. Hookless is just another scam, in my opinion, from the bike industry to just cut costs even more. Cut costs even more and get their profit margins even higher. The greed in the bike industry is just bullshit, mate. Bullshit. Hookless is a joke. Hookless is a joke. Even if Windspace did hookless, I would say don't buy them. I'd say buy the Windspace Hyper with the hook. If your rim doesn't have a hook, don't put it on your road bike, man. Unless you don't care about your teeth. Do I have a minimum fitness standard you think people should aim for? I don't rate deadlifts because I see too many injuries. Pull-ups, shoulder load. I would say, 5 watts per kilo for 10 minutes. If you can do 5 watts per kilo for 10 minutes on the bike with a real power meter, not some dodgy gym bike, then you're doing really, really well. If you're going to run a sub 20 to 5K, not on the treadmill, that doesn't count. Bouncing up and down, fake speeds. I mean, like on the road circuit or the track. If you can do sub 20, 10K, 5K, or 10 minutes at 5 watts per kilo, you're doing really well. I have amazing mangoes in my supermarket. Damn. I have the worst rash around my mouth. That could be because the sap in the skin. All right, mango sap's really, really hardcore. So I would be careful about licking the skin. Wouldn't lick the skins. I'll just cut the mango up, scrape it out, and eat that. Don't put the skin in your mouth. I cycle over 200 miles a week. I'm still fat. Yeah, definitely. Because Paul, you eat too much fat. But hey, 200 miles a week. That's a good distance, man. If you did my protocol nutrition wise and did 200 miles a week, you would get lean, bro. You'd get Tour de France level lean. You get durianrider level lean. You know, you can regenerate pretty well with being natty. Just eat high quality protein. What the fuck is that? Chris, what does that even mean, bro? What does any of that sentence mean? I'm not sure if you're trolling. I'm going to say you're trolling with that one. Have we been in the Philippines? Yeah, man. We Davao City, Manila. Great place. Great place. What's thoughts on vegan gains? I did a video about vegan gains. Again, no hate to him. He dogged me. He snitched me. Well, not even snitched me. He's just, yeah. Snitching when you make up lies about someone isn't snitching. That's just dogging. Sorry, dogs, but I got no hate towards vegan gains. I created his channel name. I created his channel for him. I gave him put him where he's at today. But you can thoughts. I feel sorry for him, man. I feel sorry for him, those guys, man. All those people who tried to dog me in 2016, 2017. Look how depressed they look now. Look how depressed they look now. Look at them, all of them, man. All of them just look so depressed, the girls and the guys. Yeah, they had a Facebook group about me, trying to get me taken off the internet. Like, after I'd helped about all of them. Just look at them all today, man. They all look so sad and depressed and strung out in stims and antidepressants. Pressure for 25mm clincher, 120 psi for climbing. Otherwise, if you're just cruising around town, 85 is fine. If you went into a Strava segment, 120. Is homemade Satan good for you? If it's low fat, crack it in. If it's got oil in it, skip it. Unless you're underweight. Want to say thanks to the coaching group. Loving it. Very good. Every day I wake up, I'm in my coaching group, answering questions. I really enjoy it. These mozzies are really these mozzies are trying to coach me. I had to donate blood. Do you have any spicy takes on shorter cranks? It's personal preference, man. Crank length's personal preference. I got cranks. I got 165 to 180. Yeah, I can't really tell the difference, really, to be honest. If you blindfolded me and said, guess what cranks I'm running? I'm like, I can't tell you. I couldn't tell the difference between Durace, SRAM Red, or 105. I can tell, though, if I'm going up a steep climb, I'm running out of gears. The cadence is dropping. The power's dropping. I've got a new Super 6 old school rim brake. Nice. Drop the fork out. Drop out the fork. Check it. Ring of death. Any carbon fork. Any fork in general. Steel, alloy. Drop the fork out and inspect. Changed from the hologram to regular Octaguas. Mate, much of a muchness. I'm no longer vegan. I just killed a mozzie. These mozzies are getting... I'm in the mosquito realm right now. I've got the light on and I've got skin exposed on my ankles. So I would say Ultegra, hologram, same, A hologram's a bit lighter, but unless you try to save 1 second, doesn't matter. Pogacar lost in the sprint. Pogacar, man, he should have... The Pog should have just hammered it, man. He should have just hammered it. He wasn't riding like his usual self. He should have just even if he got second, just would have been so good. Just Pogacar going full gas. When he set up like that and started playing, I'm just like, man, like that's not who you are, bro. Pog, mate, you're the machine, you're the monster. And Van der Poel also monster machine. So just go at it, mate. Don't do cat and mouse. This isn't cat 3. This is Tour of Flanders, man. You guys are monstered all the way. Keep monstering it. Don't hit the brakes. That was I mean, it was suspenseful. It was great. It was good for the other guys. It's good for their careers. So there's positives out of it. But I'd say Pog, mate, should have gone full gas. Would I rather ride disc brakes or keto? For sure I'd ride disc brakes. I ride disc brakes every day on my e-bike. Disc brakes rock. Just not for road bikes. Why carbon frames and components so expensive? Just because it's just wank, mate. It's just wank, it's just wank. I've got mold illness and chronic illness. Join my coaching group, bro. Join my coaching group. What's my opinion on sugar feeding infections? Yeah, sugar feeds your immune system, bro. Sugar feeds your immune system. Sugar feeds every cell in the body, good or bad, right? But doesn't it make sense to feed the good things? Because if you deprive the good things, your immune system, of sugar, and now your immune system's tanked, the bad stuff, which can thrive on its own in an anaerobic situation, can just proliferate. So it makes no sense. Makes no sense to me. What do you think the top sprinters, 600 to 100 meter sprinters like runners are taking? They don't have much muscle. To build a lot of muscle, man, not fat. People go, I'm muscular. No, dude, you're fat. There's no veins in your abs. There's no veins in your legs. You might be able to dehydrate your gut, but you got fat in your legs. You got fat in your face. Okay, like, to be really muscular, you got to use a lot of steroids, man. Like, and stay on it a long, long time for years. Okay, otherwise, as soon as you go off, so they're using low dose testosterone, low dose oxandrolone. They're using EPO. They're using Adderall. They're using the asthma puffers. They're using probably a bit of Kenacort as well, just for that. They're using thyroid meds, T3. That's what they're using, all of them. Maybe a bit of blood doping as well. So yeah. Followed your eating program for 4 weeks. Inflammation in my arms and face was shocking. You weren't doing my protocol, bro. You weren't doing my protocol, man. Oh, you're doing way. Eating protocol. So you're probably going to bed. You're still probably on your caffeine. Probably on your medications. Probably being a beta or stressing out, You weren't doing my whole protocol. Like, it's just, it's great that people start something and something's better than nothing. But look at my arms, man. I'll take my shirt off because this mosquito's going to rip me. But where's the inflammation in my face, man? All right? Where's my inflammation in my face? All right? Like with my physique, bro. Like my arms and stuff. Like, where's the inflammation, man? And this lighting is not so good, but it's just pure muscle, bro. It's pure muscle. This is meme lord worthy stuff. Like, where's the inflammation, bro? And I've been running tests. I should be like a water bag. I'm not running any AIs or anything like that. Don't need to, man. Because my diet is low in inflammation. My protocol, my diet is low in advanced glycation end products, AGEs. My diet's low in fatty acids, low in amino acids. It's low in inflammation. So it's just, yeah. But if you're taking certain medications, man, yeah, for sure, pluff up. Or if you're starving yourself beforehand and they're in a rebound phase, yeah, that's not my protocol, starving yourself. So the longer you do my protocol, the better results you get. 100-meter sprinters aren't jacked, bro. 100 meters, look at Usain Bolt, man. He looks skinny. Bro, compared to the average fake natty on social media. He looks skinny. And you got to be skinny to be a good sprinter. Because you explode off the rack, man. You got to have skinny legs, just flutter off. If you're too heavy, you gas out. Even in 60 meters, you'll gas out. 100 meters, you'll gas out. It's physics. How much acting do I need to go through? You probably got like a little pimple in your chin. You go, do you know I got acne? Oh, yeah. It's not defensive. You got to understand my defensiveness. It's like, like any troll or anybody can write anything on the internet about me. You know what I mean? Like anything. So I am defensive because there's like trolls out there who just talk absolute shit. Or there's people out there who say, I'm doing what you're doing. Like I had this one girl come to my retreat. She's about 23, 24, fucking fat as fuck, and she stunk, man. She's from Norway or somewhere, and she's like, yeah, I'm doing your protocol. And I'm like, no, you're not, man. I said, one, you're on SSRI medication. She's like, how did you tell that? How could you tell? And look how fat you are. You're fucking fat, right? Don't go around telling people. And I was a bit pissed. She's going around telling people, I'm fat and doing a protocol. And I said, no, you're not. So I said, you're an SSRI. She said, yeah, I am. I said, so why lie to people? Why try and you're fucked in the head. And I'm saying it in a nice way. She's a big girl, mate. She was like 100 kilos or something. Like, so she didn't like what I said. She could squash me. She could push me over and sit on me, and I'd die. All right? She could just crush my chest. So she could take it. I couldn't take it if she said to me. She'd crush me. And I think her name was Whalen Wheels or something, Marta or whatever her name was. And I was just like, because one time she had a bicycle locked. She was so out of it, she forgot the code of her lock. And so I came and busted the lock open for her. And she just says, thanks, and just rode off. I was like, okay, random. But she stunk, man. She stunk. Like full BO, everything. You don't have that full BO if you're just eating fruit, rice, and sugar, man. You don't. Yeah, she was eating whatever she was eating to be that big. So, so I just get people like that over the years, just talking bullshit, man. To my bro, like, where's my acne, bro? You're trying to say that my protocol, where's fuck's my acne, man? Where's Natasha's acne? She's like 24. All right, like, what the fuck? What are you dreaming, bro? You're dreaming. Dreaming, mate. Dreaming. According to Dr. Greger, there's studies showing that rice causes diabetes. Dr. Greger's a clown, mate. He's a clown. He refuses to do a live debate with me. Refuses to do a live debate with me. The dude's multi-millionaire and has a non-profit foundation in his name. He's like, I donate everything to charity. My charity. And people are so freaking undercarb, they can't understand how he contradicts himself all the time. He's just a walking contradiction. He's not in shape, and that's okay. It's possible. If you want to be out of shape, then listen to Greger. If you want to have orthorexia, listen to Greger. If you want to be in shape and have incredible fitness, listen to me. A little possum up there. I've been cutting Ramadan for a month, for fasting for a month. Fasting, if you're gonna fast, don't fast for a month, man. It's gonna fucking thrash the thyroid, dude. No food for a month. What are you doing, man? Don't do that. Don't do that, man. Any suggested meals beforehand during dusk time? What? You allowed to eat during your fast? That's not a fast if you can eat. I don't understand, man. That doesn't make sense. Generally, in my opinion, fasting is just water, no food. So, how much cookies do you think Cookie Man is on? Enough to put out 7.5 watts per kilo for 5 minutes or 10? What do you think of BMC bikes? Depends on the model. They're made in China as well. I'm going to try a low-carb, high-fat diet. Don't do it, bro. Don't do it. Don't do a low-fat, high-carb diet. Do my protocols, man. All right? Do my protocol. Do my protocol. Does high-carb, low-fat cause fat adaptation to help with endurance events? I remember you mentioned something about a cyclist who raced across Australia with rice and sugar. Yeah, that's Abdullah. Abdullah was doing my protocols. He cranked, mate. He went from Frank Netty powerlifter to like absolute machine on the bike in terms of endurance, like ultra endurance. Dude was riding so far every day I didn't believe it, and then it turned out it was true. So yeah, I would say that do my protocols, man. Well, look what happened to Abdullah. He did my protocols and just cranked it across Australia. It's like, well, I have to ride across Australia again. Abdullah's proven my protocols work. Undoubtedly incredible. So yeah. Just having a bowl of rice and sugar for bed. Man, rice and sugar for dinner. Don't get much better than that. Hello, just come back from my stag do in London. Wish us a happy wedding, Mark and Lisa. Good work, Mark and Lisa. Happy wedding day. Meet each other's needs. Go read the 5 love languages PDF and enjoy. Lance is my hero. Lance has definitely made cycling very, very popular. Very, very popular. Can Pog wheel in all the monuments? It seems like he can, man. It seems like he can. I'm going to head inside in a sec because these mosquitoes are taking so much blood I'm about to pass out. A big cycling fan, cycling 200-300 miles a week, mix of hills and flattened around London. Do you think this is too much, been consistently doing this for 18 months? No, man, it's not. If you're not using stimulants, or if we use stims just once a week, then that's not too much, man. But if you're using stims every day to go out and train, then yeah, you that's why I recommend don't use stimulants, and your body will let you know how much training is too much, Because if you're using stims to mask fatigue, then yeah, you overtrain and eventually burn out. Or you won't enjoy it as much. I raced junior nationals under 17 in a crit. How can I hold the wheel and keep up? Only being my 3rd race ever. Oh, dude, where do we start, mate? I'm not sure what your bunch skills are like, but bunch skills are everything in a crit. Bunch skills, skills, sugar intake the day beforehand, and just always paying attention. That's the main thing. Sugar and pay attention, and water. Tubolito, yeah, in the tubes. I've got some Tubolitos. I got to put them in there. Give them a go. What drugs do you think? 60 to 100 meters. I answered that before. Just the same as elite marathoners, but just maybe a little bit more test. So yeah. Would I take cut? No way, man. Don't take peptides. Don't take any. In my opinion, I wouldn't take any experimental drugs. That covers a lot of things right now. Why put your body as a freaking lab experiment? All right, we don't know what these things do long term. We don't know what GW 50116 does or whatever the freaking Pfizer's blah 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 are doing. We don't know any of that. Why be a lab rat, man? Like, I don't need that shit. I'm fucking healthy as, man. You know, I'm lean as fuck. I don't need that shit. Yeah. It's like, look how lean I was pre-anabolics, and look how lean I still am. Just extra muscle. But yeah, at least with testosterone, we know what testosterone does. Okay, get it from your doctor, get a prescription, and you know if you want to use it, then you use it. Don't use underground shit. You don't know what the fuck's going on, especially injections. I mean, fuck, man, like you don't know what you're going on. Probably the safest thing orally is, you know, it's not it's cheap because it's cheap is D-bol. Like D-bol is generally not fake because it's so cheap to make. But even then, yeah, and you only do it for a few weeks. But GW freaking 5015 blah 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 Carter, this is dumb, man. It's just dumb in my opinion. Distance runners are eating burritos, Nangeline. Rib break for Lionel Sanders. Paying attention. Would I personally take IGF-1? No, I wouldn't, man. No, I wouldn't. Like, I mean, like, how big are you trying to get? How big are you trying to get? How big are you trying to get, man? Um, my doctor refuses to put me on TRT. Join, if you want to get on TRT via your doctor, join my coaching group, all right? And I'll let you know what you got to do to get on it, okay? Why waste money going to a doctor's appointment and then them saying no? Like, you got to go in there with the right information, and then they'll get you going, okay? Why wait? Don't waste time and money. So yeah, you know, oxopholine. I don't know what the fuck. I don't know what that is. Well, thing about Bitcoin. Bitcoin's been fantastic for me, but it's gambling. It's gambling, man. It's gambling. Okay. Um, Secondhand windbreak bikes in 2022. Windspace SLC windbreak for sure. Bloating a month. Bloating. I mean, are you doing? Like, it's a bit like when someone asks me a question like that. Off the top of my head, I'm thinking of at least 30 variables potentially that cause bloating. And what is even bloating anyway? You know what I mean? Like, so if you're serious about wake up in the morning and having your flattest stomach, having your best aerobic capacity, best diaphragmatic breathing ability, then just go to durianrider.com and join my coaching group. All right? I don't have a bloated belly when I wake up in the morning. My belly is flat, erect, and lean relative to what I'm used to. So yeah, but if you're doing, there's so many things you could be doing, you know, wrong and getting not good results. So yeah, would I take growth hormone? Nah, no, personally I wouldn't. Um, Fiber road race frame set and wheels, man. To be honest, Alex, they're all pretty similar, man. Like, you know, like I like things with a round seat post. Like I like my Windspace SLC. I like the Tarmacs. I like the TCRs. I like they're all the alloy Cat 9s. They're all pretty good, man. Like and wheels. You know, once you're around that 7 kilo mark, they're all pretty similar. You know what I mean? All pretty similar. You know, I still got the Cat 9. I do. So yeah, my protocols got me running a sub 250 marathon or 250 marathon. Very good. Had to ask out a girl. Go to Ask Durianrider channel or join my coaching group if you want chicks advice. Would I take SARMs? No, SARMs are experimental, man. Don't take experimental shit. Most growth hormones is fake shit, all right? It's fake shit. Unless it come from the hospital, it's fake shit, all right? Most of the time. Why would you, you know, light speed titanium behind? Yeah, they go good. Is Joe B still alive? I think he's still in still in KFC land, vegan Ava get lean. She got pretty lean, but she was so into calories in, calories out, and stressing out, and her cortisol was just so high because she was just couldn't really just calm down. She needed some good girth, and maybe I should have given her my girth, and that would have settled her down. But yeah, I think that's what she needed, man. She just needed to have a good freaking girth session, and that would have, every few days, and that would have just chilled her out. But her cortisol was just so yeah, she just needed the girth. I had 2 grams of caffeine one morning. Dude, that's just dumb, man. It's just dumb. You've made it when you've got trolls and haters. Dedicated trolls and haters. When we've got a website about you. Or websites. I've never used Cardarine. I would never use that shit, man. Like, Psalms, man. Like, experimental bullshit. Experimental bullshit. Not into that. Not into experimental drugs, man, of any kind, whether it's from Big Farm or Big Larry down at the fucking gym. Okay? Not into experimental shit like that. Yeah. It's not fucking cough medicine, man. This shit, we don't know what the fuck it does long term. Why did they mention quinoa? Watch more of my content, bro. So yeah, coconut sugar is expensive sugar. So yeah, anyways, that is good questions coming in. We'll do some more of these later on. If you got any questions, hit them down below. If you want the real deal coaching experience, go durianrider.com and ask me a question. We can go in depth from there. I'd often do video responses to people's questions. I have another channel called Ask Durianrider on YouTube. I've also got another channel called Durianrider Cycling Tips. So go check those out, and I appreciate the support, gang. We will see you soon.